Yes, 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 and we are back. Whoop whoop. It is driven at night.
Whoop.
Yeah, I got it before you did.
I know. Now you steal my fucking playlist. Now you're trying to steal my whoop whoop.
Man, I've been doing that whoop whoop since they've been paying me to do the gathering of the Juggalos.
Yeah.
You know, you've never been to that, have you?
I have not.
My God, it's not.
However,
it's not the same.
I'm friends with Clownfish that goes up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Clownfish was also on America's Got Talent.
Oh shit, yep.
Look it up, Clownfish on America's Got Talent. It's fucking funny. He told Sharon she's got a contact high from living with Ozzy. That didn't go over real well.
No, it's funny as fuck.
But he was actually paid to do that. You know, he wasn't going to be a legit contestant. He was paid to do that. And they wouldn't let him sing any Elvis songs because of copyright, so he sang what's that fucking song? You know, there was a farmer had a dog. Yeah. Or was that what he sung? Fuck, I can't remember.
I have to look it up.
It's funnier than fuck.
Yeah.
And the little short midget guy,
mm-hmm.
I actually gave him that coat. I bought that fucking, it was a badass leather coat. Bought it from the thrift store. And I gave it to him because Ned, I forgot what they called Ned, the big tall guy. Super awesome dude. But the little guy, they called him Narvel Tough Nuts. So I gave Narvel P Tough Nuts the bitchin'. Well, it wasn't like a trench coat. It was just like a long coat on me, but it looked like a trench coat on him. They're all a bunch of super cool dudes.
Yeah, I did a lot of work with the Gathering over the years, and when they moved it to Ohio from Cave-In Rock, I didn't redo my contract. They still call, and it's like, man, you know, we got to bring this back out, you know, and I just, you know, we did the oil wrestling and stuff there, and I hosted a lot of stuff with them guys, and the Miss Juggalette contest with Ron Jeremy, and now Ron Jeremy's in jail, you know, and I still think that's a fucked up deal, but like, yeah, I think Cave-In Rock is where we needed to end it, you know. There's talks about bringing it back to Cave-In Rock, but I don't think they will. Got mad love for those guys, man. Mad love. Great people, you know.
Certainly.
But the gathering of the Juggalos at Cave-In Rock, in my opinion, and I don't care what anybody says. I mean, Ohio is pretty cool. I mean, they've been kind of moving it around, but Cave-In Rock is where we got our start, you know what I'm saying, with those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And when the FBI gets you through the woods to get you to the hill, and they go, we can't go past this, you know, if something happens, we can't even save you, you know it's going to be a good fucking show. And those guys, man, I mean, they had a lot of respect for us. I mean, I've told the story on the radio where after the first gathering, our tour bus, we blew 3 tires. And we were broke down on the side of the road. We had hardly any cell phone signal. It was sucked. And here comes this fucking 83 Cadillac, smoke coming out the windows like Cheech and Chong. And they pulled up like, whoop, whoop. And of course, we did it back. And they knew who we were because they had met us at the gathering. And I meet so many people that sometimes I kind of forget some people. But these guys, they were really cool. And I was like, hey man, this is where I'm going, and they knew the nightclub, and they were like, well, we'll give you a ride. And I'm like, you know how many motherfuckers we got here? And he goes, man, we got a big car. Man, there was like 4 people per lap, you know. We threw all the equipment in there, camera equipment. I mean, shit. I mean, they got us there. And so while we were there, the club owner was taking us out to eat, and I said, you guys should go with us. And then I got them some staff shirts. They were just really big fucking shirts, and they were kind of bigger guys, and so I was like, would you guys like to stay for the show? And they were like, fuck yeah. And we gave them mad props and all that. And the nightclub pays for the hotel, and they stayed at the night with us, And the next day, they had the tour bus fixed, and, I walked over with 3 envelopes. There was 3 guys, and each one of them had $2,500 in it. And I gave it to them, and I said, man, I appreciate all the work. I appreciate you guys helping us out. And they kind of stood there as I started to walk off, and they said, hey. And I turned around, and they were like, we can't accept this. And I was like, excuse me? And they all walked up to me and handed them back to me and said, we're family, and gave me a hug. I never will forget that these total strangers that went to a concert we were booked at would help us. I told Sugar Slam, which is Violent J's wife at the time, about that story on Juggalo Radio. And Violent J texted me and he goes, do you know their names? And I said, yeah, I've got their releases, because everybody's got to sign a release, in case something happens. And he goes, I want their address. They personally showed up at each one of their houses and gave them a lifetime pass to the gathering.
Awesome.
Coolest fucking thing in the world them guys could have done. And it really, they filmed it. It's on YouTube somewhere, but it was just so fucking cool that they would pay it back. But then they took it a step further, is like, so you're so down, we're going to pay it forward for life.
Yeah.
And, great fucking, I don't care what people say. They're like, I can't believe you do shows with them guys. I do shows at the Buffalo Chip at Sturgis. We did shows all over the place, big bike rallies. I don't give a fuck. If they wanted to book us, we went and we filmed it. We weren't just custom cars and hot girls. If they wanted an appearance, and, we did everything from bikini contest to oil or jello wrestling to bikini bull riding. And, you never know what we were going to do when we showed up, Good times.
Word. So, check this out.
Yep. I know you've been dying to tell this story.
Oh, fuck, man. It was the dumbest shit I ever fucking did. Back in the day when I was in high school, me and this guy, Matt, used to hang out, and, we went to, I hung out at a fucking skate shop. And, this is back when I used to take aquatics class. And they had all these training aids for the swimmers, like they had flippers, and
okay.
They had these paddles. They were just like a 5x7 piece of plastic that had fucking surgical tubing to hold it on your hand. And so they had a fucking roll of surgical tubing in there in case one breaks or whatever. So I jacked the fucking roll of surgical tubing out of the equipment room in high school in the pool, and went to the fucking skate shop, and they had a piece of it was an old skateboard deck that was broken. So I took a piece of surgical tubing and screwed it at the top of and basically made like a fucking slingshot.
Okay.
Out of this fucking skateboard deck. And then me and Matt went to Kentucky Fried Chicken for dinner. We stole every one of the salt and pepper shakers. Just to be fucking ignorant. Ignorant teenagers.
Oh, yeah.
And then we went to Northwest Plaza. And we're shooting fucking salt and pepper shakers at people.
Oh, shit.
That are like walking, along the fucking sidewalk and stuff. And we're shooting salt and pepper shakers at people out of the back of a pickup truck.
That's some funny shit.
We didn't hit nobody, but it's just like, how fucking stupid can you be out in public shooting people? And then we only went and made like one lap and got the fuck out of there because, cops are going to come, obviously. So, yeah, we were over at the skateboard shop, which is right across the street from Northwest Plaza, and we're watching the cops drive by and looking for people. But, yeah, it's one of the dumbest things I've ever done. It's on a different level of dumb. You don't want to be caught doing that by any means. Yeah, and then there was this Are you familiar with the AMC Theater across from Northwest Plaza?
Oh, yeah.
How's there's that huge fucking drainage ditch right at the bottom?
Yeah, we used to skate that.
Well, there's a...
when it was dry.
It was raining. We got like 2 inches of rain in an hour one year. And we had, of course we had a skateboard or skate ramp or launch ramp there at the skate shop. So this thing was fucking full. I had about 10 feet of water in it. And, so we set it up at the top of the, the end of the parking lot. And, so we're hauling ass down the fucking, parking lot and doing we're launching off this launch ramp into the water. And there's just a line of fucking cars in the parking lot watching us. People all out of all the businesses watching us. It's just some fucking teenagers having fun. Reckless fun.
Oh, yeah.
This one old boy was a downhiller. He's like, man, you guys are nuts. We're nuts. Motherfucker, you're going downhill as fast as you can. And I remember fucking one year I was doing that when I was a little kid on one of them old plastic skateboards.
Mm-hmm.
With them,
throwbacks there.
Yeah, it was like one of them plastic ones about an inch wide. with
Actually,
them fucking,
those were Nash. They were made by Nash.
Were they?
Mm-hmm.
With the clear yellow wheels on them.
Yeah.
I was fucking just bonsaiing down a hill, laying on my stomach. I hit a fucking rock, and that skateboard came to a dead stop. And I kept going about another 30 feet on my stomach, sliding on the fucking asphalt. I looked like I was fucking char grilled. Just the asphalt stuck to my skin. I was raw as fuck. It was bleeding, and man, it sucked. I was sweating and burning. But it was one of them things, you do as a young kid.
Always a good time. Always a good time. Yeah, I remember if you went down Route 3, come across the 270 bridge, and you got on Route 3 going towards Granite.
Uh-huh.
I grew up in a town called Mitchell, Illinois, which is a suburb of East St. Louis, okay?
Yes, I know where Mitchell is.
Yep, and if you were going down Route 3 back in the day, you'd see this monster half pipe in this backyard and this big shop, and that was where I grew up. And, we would be out there doing all kinds of stuff, on the half pipe, but we also had a runoff that went to 8-foot by 6-foot box jump.
Uh-huh.
And we would come do our run and come up the half pipe and then hit that and be done, right?
Yeah.
Well, we took that motherfucker. Well, we had a problem with it. You gotta understand, and you know how it goes. We were just get wood from wherever, you know what I'm saying? We didn't buy this shit. Wherever we could fucking find it, right? Well, the top of the deck, we always cleared it, but really you couldn't stand on it because you'd almost fall through. So we took it apart and we were fixing it. And a friend of mine got he didn't even have his license because he was like 14 or something. And he had their lawnmower, but they had a garden tractor. Not a garden tractor, but a garden trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And we put that ramp, that 6-foot tall ramp, on the back of it and took it out to this lake. And had this big downhill run that you can jump into the lake. And that's where I learned how to do backflips, front flips, fucking all kinds of crazy shit. But you had to go pretty far out, and then we would kind of move it to where, whoever owned the lake wouldn't bitch, right?
Yeah.
And because it would kind of go down this, there's like a boat ramp and then a dock. Well, we just ended up leaving it out there because I ended up building a new ramp at my house, right, for the box jump.
Yeah.
And then next year they built this monster deck and went way out. And we went out there and the property owner seen us because we were trying to move that ramp. And he goes, "Is that your guys's?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, we built that long deck. You can get more speed and I'll help you. You could put it at the end of the deck and we won't mess with it." I was like, "Really?" Man, all summer long, that's what we did was lake jumps. Have to come home, fucking take WD-40 and fucking oil up the chain and the fucking, wheels because they're all fucking messed up from jumping in the lake. And we had That's a buddy of mine. His dad had a fishing boat, and they had big, the big orange vests and shit on there.
Uh-huh.
The old ones that had the styrofoam in them.
Yeah.
We'd wrap that around our frame so the bike would float after we crashed in the water. If not, it was a bitch to swim down there and drag it up,
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, just good times, just being wilding out and being a kid,
Yeah, man, I can't even fucking, I'm getting out of breath just thinking about all the shit I used to do.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you what, and I don't know if I mentioned this to you, on the afternoon show, that whole thing that you did, and it was real, people, it really did happen, where you got in a debate with somebody on who was more handicapped. They said
you
that.
had to bring that motherfucker up, didn't you?
Yeah, they said that.
I was thinking about that yesterday, just laughing to myself. I was like, man, I got to fight with this motherfucker over who's more handicapped.
The listeners said that was the funniest thing they've ever heard on the radio station. They said, you guys are fucking funny, but Taco arguing with another handicapped guy over a parking space on who's more handicapped.
Hey, I ain't fucking hiding nothing from nobody. I did that shit.
I was like, the sad thing is, it's a true story. Taco don't make shit up. Taco tells what really happened, man. If Taco's broke, he's gonna fucking tell you, But like,
well, why now you gotta bring up that I'm broke?
Well, I'm just saying, Taco is the real deal, man. And for Taco to...
You wait till I get home, I'm blocking the fuck out of you.
Oh, shit. Now it's gonna happen.
Yep. I ain't gonna be on the radio for a couple weeks because I gotta block him when I get home.
But no, it's just the listeners were like, that was some funny ass shit. One guy said he spit his soda out laughing so hard. He's like, well, what do you got wrong with you? What makes you more? What makes
you? Ain't got nothing. You ain't got no better limp, motherfucker. I ran myself over.
Oh man. It's fucked up to laugh about it now, but it was a serious thing like 30 years ago. But
yeah,
but you're like, motherfucker, I ran myself over. You didn't do shit.
Right. July 23rd will be my anniversary. 30 years.
No, yeah. See, we knew that it was the 1 year anniversary, and a lot of
the
us,
1 year anniversary.
A lot of us in the club didn't want to bring it up. And then you brought it up, and we're like, well, I guess we can talk about it now,
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, 30 years ago.
Yep, I'm just waiting for that big dinner you guys are going to take me to.
Yeah.
You just let me know. I'll just, next couple days, I'll just drop some hints on where I like to eat. Acapulco Lounge.
Acapulco Lounge.
Yeah,
because it's a Wednesday.
Is it?
It's a Wednesday this year.
I mean, we could go Sunday and get the all-you-can-eat special at Acapulco Lounge.
Acapulco
Lounge. You ever been there?
I think it's been a while.
It's right across from Quick Trip in St. Anne, right down the street from the police station. Oh, I got another funny story about that too. I don't walk well because I got atrophy in my left leg and I can barely lift it. So there's a cop. I saw this motherfucker. He drove down the street and he started creeping back up, and he parked like at the bottom of the hill just to where he could see over the top of the hill at who's coming out. So I come stumbling out of Acapulco Lounge because I got a bad leg, and I'm trying to fucking fart. So I'm spreading my legs so it'll come out, and I'm just kind of fucking hobbling to my car.
Yeah.
And I damn near tripped over the curb. This fucking cop. And then we were standing there talking for about 10 minutes. And when we left, this cop pulled in fucking behind me and followed me all the way to Northwest Plaza. And then when I got out to get gas, he fucking drove, was creeping by me real slow. I said, you ain't got shit here, do you? And he, just fucking laughed. But I knew he was fucking waiting for me to leave.
You probably thought you were drunk.
And then when I got home, I fucking... You know how you can say shit on, like, police pages?
Yeah.
So I left a comment on one of the recent posts by them. I said, and to the cop that followed me after I left Acapulco Lounge earlier tonight, I was trying to fart. I wasn't drunk. So, I don't know if they might have took it down or whatever, but yeah, he's like, this motherfucker's gonna wait for me to leave.
That's so funny. We had Birdman on the morning show from MPK, from Street Outlaws.
Mm-hmm.
He was telling us the story years and years before everything got big, right? Him and his son, he went to the car wash to wash his car, and he had open exhaust, and this fucking asshole cop was known at writing tickets, and he goes, we're gonna play the waiting game. He said, I was there for 7 fucking hours at the car wash, and he goes, thank God they had a vending machine. He had his kid with him because he wouldn't fire the car back up because he knew he'd get a ticket.
That's funny.
Yeah, he waited till he was off duty to drive home. And he goes, after that, I never used that car wash ever again. So, but on that note, guys, we're going right back into music. You're listening to 96.1, Driven at Night, as we're driving right through to that midnight hour. We'll be right back.